Hello, YouTube land. Check your clocks because it's amateur rubber time. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Justice for All. In the last episode, we met more people. We met Mo the Clown. We broke Max's psych lock, and we are now in court with Ben and Trillo. Which I left off Trillo beating up Ben over here, which is the most best thing ever. And Von Karma was saying that, do we have any proof that something slipped past him? Well, during the scene of the, not the scene of the crime, but the moment he witnessed Max. So that's what we're trying to prove right now and see what happens next in this court interrogation. So, without further ado, let's just jump right back into this case of the psychist and see what happens next. So you know what to do, guys. Leave a like for Phoenix Wright. Leave a like for Ben and Trillo, because I like voicing these two. It's the best. I love ventriloquism with a passion. Not that I'll ever do it, but I love it. And Von Karma, why not? I mean, she's gonna be beating people with whips, so here we go. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Oh, objection. Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dog face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
I told you so many times, you think you know my story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure you'll change some more. When there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Alright. More testimony from Ben or Trillo. Usually it's Trillo.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him and he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica on the scene. There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Okay.
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him?
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived at the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Alright. Witnessing Max. Well, there's one thing that struck me as odd. Is when I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Hold it. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obviously that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You've got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quince, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside the courtroom.
Impossible! Performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Trillo's evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How's it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world.
But I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
Alright. I'm not really sure. Good evening? He said he was being nice to him, but he's hate. No, that actually is a lie because... Yeah, this dude popped him over the head. If you got hit over the head, you're gonna say, hey, what's up to the person that hit you over the head? That's a lie. You would probably like glare at them or something. Objection. Yes, I got it right. Trillo, Is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Oh!
Before we handle that, we will wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just go up and say good evening to his rival.
Ah!
Are you saying that this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him on the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He saw a different person, I suppose. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only the one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening, or good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? You...
Would the defense kindly explain who was Trillo saw that evening then?
It was... Russell Barry. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist.
Order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at it, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols.
All right, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but...
But?
Who that person was only can be answered by the next witness.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly established one thing, that there is no other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Oh, great.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. 10 minutes, boy.
To be continued. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. So now we wait for the next witness. I'm not going to save this time. I'm going to just move on ahead. Get a jump start. But we move on to the next witness. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 5.
Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room.
And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means? It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Alright. So what did happen to the cloak? Court time, baby boy.
Now that everyone's back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Oh God, Mo's coming up. Why do they just call him a pitiful clown? Oh Jesus. Okay, I love voicing Mo.
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court's record.
Oh my God.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the...
Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is the best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service.
No laughs.
Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns, they were up to no good. Started making...
Your name.
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed a scene around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls, will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into it. Without the humor, please. Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Ah, man, that hurts. As a person who loves comedy, this hurts.
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. but this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
That has nothing to do with the case. That whole testimony was zero. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness?
Oh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You'll really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you, I can't wait.
Poor Gumshoe.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
Alright, what did you actually witness?
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. Thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away though. It was the ringmaster and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in this testimony. I know that.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling.
I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause those clowns to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Oh, so if I press him on a wrong subject, then I'm losing health. Great. So I gotta be careful with this. I went straight to my room. You have no idea how tired I was. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. Hold it. You just happened to glance out of the window?
You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeball. Mr. Carls. Oh, well, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday...
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Owie, owie, yo.
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Carls, please revise your testimony.
They should start turning the tables in our favor. Okay.
I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me look outside.
Hold it. What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Carls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Oh, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess the sound sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit on something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh?
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw?
That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster and Max who was wearing his cloak. What about the hat? You say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away.
That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Gaba. But now I am 100% certain that it was Max in the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright everyone, know what to do all together now. Say it with Uncle Mo! See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clocked the ringmaster over the head.
Well, this was that he should have seen the hat too, if that was the case. Objection. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does. I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Objection denied. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
No? Okay. That didn't go so well. It was the ring. I kept watching them and all of a sudden... But with what? You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head.
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. I don't think I pronounced that right. What was it you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder commit that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh my god, that is big. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe my witness did not see the crime? Yes? I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all the great reason? Of course I will. The reason is the witness' very own testimony.
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
You did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
If Mo is to believe that what he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
In 1972, a crack clown was sent to prison. Mr. Carlos, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. The clowns promptly escaped from the maximum security clown car. Mr. Carlos, are you reciting the C team's name to anger this court? No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already, face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Von Karma. Tampering with the witnesses again.
So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Carlos, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it.
Poor Curly. Well, I'm about to say Curly. Curls.
It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only belong to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silhouette, the black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what was he carrying.
Well, I already caught that contradiction.
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes?
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night?
He said he wasn't there. We had to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
The silhouette. Well, like I said, I already caught him in his contradiction. The silhouette, the black cloak, they were all there. But as everyone keeps mentioning, there are 3. So, what do I show? There it is, because it shows the white roses. Objection. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols?
I suppose so. That's silhouette in the cloak, right?
No. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols?
Yay, everyone get ready! All together now!
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.1 foot.
Silence, fool! You have to respond with the whole truth. No fractions.
Order.
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Then the roses must have fallen off and the defendant assaulted the victim. If that's the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case?
Clearly not. He's just toying with this court.
I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony?
There's no way I would mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Get him. I like when the music's kicking. I don't know, it might not be loud enough, but hey.
Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about this other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap up this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but if it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case...
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown much more mature with age. I'm not mature? I have come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling?
Nick, this is your last chance.
Oh, great. Alright, Mo. The Silhouette Part 2.
There's no doubt in my mind. There were no red roses on that night. However, all of his other symbols were there. I'm quite equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Kern's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Alright. The Silhouette. Well, I know I said I wouldn't save, but just to be safe. Alright, so He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Incorrect. Objection, yes. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind?
Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that?
I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. That means...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing the entire time that he was on the scene.
No, that's not true. Order, Mr. Girls. Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting there above me doesn't mean you belong there. And no matter how old I get, I'll be younger than you.
Wow, he just went off.
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Colonels. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing this dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Oh?
What do you want?
You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went? What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays should love to hop on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
Yes, I do, because in the crime photo, there's no footprints. So here you go. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all this witness testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't ignore everything I said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Colonels? Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just why I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and Wright told me not to talk about what I really saw. Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly had the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Colonels. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
All right. The truth. What is the truth, Mo?
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw. He
flew away. Oh my god.
This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness.
He flew away.
That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Wow, everyone is stunned.
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of the crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right. Why is she right? You believe other witnesses? Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness testimony, Mr. Wright?
This is all a dream, right? Right now, I can't believe any of this. I'm not even sure this day has been some kind of... what? Kafkaesque dream. Ow!
Now do you think it's still a dream, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Great.
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that would actually happen.
You imbecile!
If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of the mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
Wow. That hit some nails on the head. December 29th, 2:33 p.m. Yikes.
Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on?
That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew up into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret of their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
Oh my god. That was an intense court session. Especially after Mo's breakdown. So sad. Alright, I guess I'll save this one. Let's keep going. Investigation, boy. December 29th. Still December 29th? Oh, it was just an hour later. Got it.
Nick?
What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yeah, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them.
That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick.
But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible.
Pearl said a magic trick? What kind of trick was it?
Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off.
Heh.
First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated.
You know what? I've seen many people do that. I'm actually one of those people that can't do it. It's so hard. I've tried endlessly to do it, and I don't know how they can do it. Like, they make it look like it's coming off. But I know it's just like putting your thumb down or something.
She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Really? Was it kind of like this?
What? Wow, how'd you
Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Alright, let's talk then. What to do? I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve this mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Alright, then I guess we'll head back to the circus, see what happens next. Oh, yeah. Very big circus. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Oh, it's Ben and Trillo.
Alright, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes. Wait.
Quit your whining. Let's give this a shot already. Alright, let's go.
Row, row, row your boat.
Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this isn't going to work.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then?
Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash trading course?
I'm sorry. Secret crash trading? Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? Can you really do that? That's incredible!
See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you.
They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once we got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you.
Ah, there it is. Now that I got this ring back, it's time to make one more shot at Regina.
Go. So they're trying to sing row, row, row your boat. It's people that can actually do that with ventriloquism, which is amazing. And they can have all the breath. Just like how people can drink water while the puppet is talking. That's cool. That's real cool. I love ventriloquism. I know that you already testified in court today.
You want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yes.
Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted. Right, Ben?
Huh? Oh, yeah. That's right.
But then we did say hello and didn't get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. Marriage. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you just check out the tent?
Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Waiting like this is part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet and wonderful torture. When your body aches for the partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, it looks like a vine-ripe tomato. I can't help but stare at these two. Like, it's amazing. I love the bow ties and like how their clothes look reversed, you know? He's wearing like a blue and white and he's wearing white and blue. That is amazing. Ventriloquism. So how's this new routine working out?
Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret. We're getting to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is?
Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he's the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right. You're right.
Mark my words. I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll.
Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be part of this too.
Oh man. Well, I'll see you guys later. Go ahead and keep beating each other up. December 29th. Oh, Gumshoe.
Oh, it's you two.
You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest?
I'm taking a rest right now, Bill. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Let me tell you something, Bill. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you and you should be doing something.
I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, Bill. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up.
Looks like he's wound him pretty uptight.
She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here to disappear into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, Bill.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room, behind the window up there?
The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, Bill?
Francisca Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Alright, so we just got a little confrontation with Gumshoe. Mo's room? Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he was laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking of new jokes. He must really love his work. I won't lie, that does happen. Like, if you're just doing nothing and you just think of jokes, it does make you laugh on your own. It's fun. Because you know that they're funny. And you're just like thinking, maybe this will be funny for the people that I'm about to tell these to. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Aren't we all? Cafeteria. I should check the ringmaster's room first, actually. Oh, it's Mo. What's up? I gotta get back to my clown voice.
Oh, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria.
Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood.
All right, you know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy.
Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction?
Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, Gailey?
I got it.
Okay, what is your answer?
Because they are in a cafeteria.
Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe.
I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Alright, what's up? Today's trial. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing.
You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly! How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that?
Alright, what's your witness? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today?
I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just
flew through the air?
It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max.
I don't see a psych lock. He must be telling the truth. Alright. Maybe he knows more than the hat?
I can't stand Max and his attitude sometimes.
I know.
But lately,
Huh?
it's just, lately I started to understand what he's always going on about.
What is it then?
Well, I'm not sure if I can explain it all that well just yet.
Just when you think it's impossible, Mo flashes a glimpse of maturity. So, did I get more stuff? No? Then... I don't know. Monkey... I don't know what he would find. What about the poster? No? The Ringmaster's papers... Money the monkey... I don't know. I guess examine something. What about this? This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here. Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a top 10-course meal on this. Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right? I guess. He must know more. Something. Present? No? How about himself?
Ugh!
What's the matter?
Whenever I see my own nose, I am reminded of my Italian heritage.
Ah, I see. It must be because you have one of those Roman noses. Roman all over your face. I didn't cross the line there, did I? You went so far past it, you need a map to get it back. What, it was offensive? What? Von Karma.
Sorry, but I don't know anything about that.
I see.
After all, I'm just a clown.
Yeah, I concede Mo's a clown, but I get the feeling he's not your average clown. Max. No? So if I show anything Max related, he's gonna get angry. Ben.
This is Ben. Is something wrong?
He's a ventriloquist, right?
That's correct. Boy, was I surprised to find out he's got a mouth for a belly button.
Oh my god. Alright, so nothing. I guess we'll leave then. I'll see you later. Ringmaster's room. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? I don't know. Nothing. How about, oh, the detention center. No, we haven't went there yet. Maybe Max knows something. There we go.
Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurry up and getting me out of this place?
We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there.
A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would have been aired live.
Hey, that sounds like it would have an awesome special.
But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real.
Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law.
That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break.
You seem awfully calm about that possibility.
I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business.
Oh my god, he will literally break out of prison. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you?
Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the Ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is just not something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says. It wasn't me.
Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think.
Okay, today's trial. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you.
Anything for you, sweetie.
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous! A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them?
But
I've won the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix.
International Grand Prix?
Performers should always look to perform on the world stage, but the performers at the circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate.
Ambition, huh? Something about what Max said just rings true to my ears. Grand Prix.
Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring.
Sorry to make you tell it again.
You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. If I'll never forget how I felt that night, the emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus.
That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy?
That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya.
My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them.
Learn how to get thrown in jail? Alright, Grand Prix photo. Alright, we got something. Maybe with this photo we can stir some mishaps. Should I show it to Ben? He's gonna get angry, I know it. Look and learn, boys.
Would you mind taking a look at this?
It's...
I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. You know what? Honestly, I thought Trilla was gonna react, but I guess not. Big top. God, I have hiccups. I don't know why. Ugh. It might be hard to do Mo's voice if I have hiccups. Look and learn, boy.
Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too.
Huh? You seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too, and let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness.
He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Oh my god, Phoenix and I had the right idea.
Max's bust, it should be on that small table over there.
Oh, I was checking that really recently. There's nothing over there.
Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared.
It disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max had just put this picture up.
Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Bronze? I guess bronze is a different color. Is there anything else that changed about this place?
Nope, nothing's changed that I can see.
I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting up a bad joke.
Nope, I'm drawing a blank here.
A quiet Mo's a good Mo in my book.
I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there's one other teensy tiny thing that does seem different.
Tell us. What changed?
Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center.
Piece of paper?
It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title.
Yikes! It says, "To the murderer."
Murderer?
Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it.
When did you find this?
The morning before the murder.
Before the murder?
Yes, the ringmaster was killed that night after this paper was discovered.
Who in the world posted this thing?
Alright, posted on the cafeteria the day of the crime, then torn. States, "To the murderer."
Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead.
You're right. But unfortunately, we ran out of time for more. So, that's gonna have to end this episode off here with Mo tilting his carrot, I suppose. So until then, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Also, comment and subscribe to get new feed on videos and become a member of the Cuckoo Crew today. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter so you can recommend the fidget games want me to play or chat, your preference. Also, subscribe. Be sure to tap that bell to get notifications on videos so you'll never miss one from me ever again. But that's going to be it from Phoenix Wright Justice for All. In the next episode, we'll find out what that paper meant for To the Murderer. And maybe we'll get some more stuff out of more people. We still have to find, not find, but meet the acrobat, apparently. So that's still in the works. But until then, guys, have a nice day, have a nice night. Amateur is out.